Hello everyone, we had a very important news today, the return of the ProTour. So I want to make this reaction video, basically 10 minutes after the announcement went on. I give it a read and I am excited to kind of do a real reaction video about this. So first thing I want to note is that the Twitter account of Wizards, which used to be Magic Esport, is now back to Play MTG. Doesn't say Esport anywhere. Big deal, right? Not esports. We play paper Magic. Look at the screen. It's there's 4 people playing Commander. Well, I really don't play Commander, but it's cool. It's cool that Play Magic, not Magic Esports. Okay, so I think right now there is actually a Q&A going on, or no, actually the 2:30 p.m. So it's in how much? I can't count. It's in like 5 or 6 hours on this twitch.tv/magic. I think they will be doing a Q&A with Blake Rasmussen to William Jensen. For those of you who know, William Jensen is my ex-boss at Channel Fireball and is now working for Wizards, and he's the responsible of this change. All right, let's get read. Let's get into the announcement. Okay, let's go. Okay, I agree. Premier Play, tabletop, paper Magic. Become the world champion. Alright, let's get to the bottom of the pyramid. Regional championship qualifiers. Prove your skill at your local scene. So that means LGS. If you played paper Magic a while back, there was the PPTQs. Prove your skill at your local scene. So in your area, there's some PPTQs. They're called now regional championship qualifiers. They qualify you to the regional championship, which qualifies you to the Pro Tour. And then there's the Pro Tour. So back we had the PPTQs, the RPTQ, and the PT. Then the season after, we've had PPTQ, regional Pro Tour, and then Pro Tour finals. Okay, so those were the 2 systems before that. Now we have a new system which is very similar to those. It's PPTQ, then you have regional championship, which we're gonna see what it is later, and then Pro Tour, and then Worlds. Okay, the branding is cool. Pro Tour, that's the branding of the Magic Pro Tour. They didn't call it Set Championship or anywhere like that. This is the Pro Tour. A PT Top 8, it's a PT Top 8 now. You don't have to get to new names. Oh, and it's tabletop, not on Arena. Okay, regional championship qualifiers. So that's the middle part. Okay, it's the one that from your store. So you go to your store, you win an invite to the regional championship, and from the regional championship, you win an invite to the Pro Tour. I'm sure that at your local store you have to go first to win an invite to the championship, but for the championship to go to the Pro Tour, I'm sure it's not going to be the first one. It's going to be like based on top 8s. I actually checked it and didn't really read that, but I'm sure it's going to be something like that. There's 11, I've counted them. There's 11 region. USA, Canada, Europe, Middle East and Africa, they're together. Europe, Middle East and Africa, so yeah. Australia, New Zealand, China, Japan, Korea, South Asia, Chinese Taipei, Brazil, Mexico, Central America, and South America. So the difference in this are because, I'm assuming, that when you go to your PPTQ, you don't win a flight. So they give you a tournament nearby you. So whereas in Europe, it's a small country, so you can travel wherever you are. There was, I remember, a big deal back in the days when a person from Australia was winning a PPTQ. They needed to fly to very far away. I mean, granted, if you win a PPTQ in Perth, Australia, and your qualifier is in Melbourne, you still have to fly very far away. But I think what they did here was they gave more tournaments. But obviously, I'm assuming, again, I didn't check it anywhere, but I'm assuming that in Europe, we're gonna have, or in USA, we're gonna have more slots than in the South Asia. If you remember the regional the RPTQ used to do that. So I remember in Italy, we used to have a RPTQ that granted 8 invites, and in USA, they used to have, smaller RPTQ that granted 1 invite or 2 invites. So I'm sure that it's going to be fair divided by among these regions, and it's not going to be like, oh, wait, but in Europe we're a million, or in USA we're a million compared to the other countries. So I think that's it. I think this is just geographically convenient. Also cool for the Italians, because the legacy is the distribution. It's an Italian store, so maybe the PTQ will be in Italy, considering that it's also they mentioned Africa and Middle East, so Italy is to the south of that. So personally, I'm happy that if there is a tournament in Italy. But yeah, they're held at the VPN Regional Championship Qualifiers. So these are the qualifiers. Okay. You also get some promos. The qualifiers. This is still like a big deal. It's not Regional Championship Qualifier. So this is, again, the second. No, sorry. Regional Championship Qualifier is the PPTQ. Okay. And they give an invite to one of these. And if you go to your PPTQ, you win for free a Slava Spike non-foil and a Nykthos Top 8 non-foil. Okay, I'm still excited. Sorry for that. All right, now we're coming to the regional championship. The promo card is Teferi. That's right. Win your regional championship or finish second in the USA, EMA, Japan, and you win and earn the qualification straight to the Worlds. Okay, so in Europe, USA, Japan, first and second win in a qualification straight to the World Championship on top of a ProTour invite. The regional championship are big events. I wanted to accolade them many. So this is not RPTQ. This is a big deal. Okay, you get invite to the World Championship. We're gonna later see the Worlds. It's not gonna be a small one. It's gonna be a bigger one. It's not like the classic 24 people that we've seen. It's bigger. But we'll check that later. But yeah. So the regional championship, it's not as powerful as a Pro Tour, but it's still a very big deal. I am reading it again because I don't want to miss the important thing. Regional Championship is a major event. Regional Championship promo card Teferi. Note that you can only participate in one regional championship for each round of the championship. Of course, you can't go two more. Okay. Beside the championship, which will award invitations to the Pro Tour in addition to the prize pool, these events will have a variety of options for fans. So I'm assuming this is going to be something like GP, because they haven't mentioned GP in this thing. So I'm assuming that during the regional championship there's going to be like a GP size event for everyone, and whoever competes in the regional championship will play in those. Okay. Pro Tours, here we go. This is going to be a smaller event because, of course, only people that qualifies from the regional championship go. 500,000, which is double the amount of that was the old PT. But again, it's also there's an extra step. Before you could win a PTQ and go immediately into Pro Tours. Now there's an extra step, so obviously it's going to be harder. Will be hosted by Wizards of the Coast. So instead, again, the European Championship is hosted by Legacy. The PT is hosted by Wizards of the Coast. They're going to have coverage. And then you say that if you get 10 wins, so assuming it's 16 rounds like usual, you have to go 10-6. And then you have the World Championship. Most Pro Tours qualification will be earned performing a regional championship, or from finishing 10 wins in the previous Pro Tour. But we're also introducing, this is important, we're also introducing a point system called Adjusting Match Point that will allow players to earn invites through multiple strong, but not otherwise qualifying performance at past tournaments, a past Pro Tour. So you can't string together GP, you can only string together Pro Tour. This is less exciting than I think what we wanted, because we wanted GPs like we were to get invites to the Pro Tour. Now it's just Pro Tour. That's it. That's how you get invites. You have to, there's only 3 Pro Tours per season, and you have to perform well. So yeah, you can qualify to the 3rd Pro Tour with a strong performance, and then I'm assuming that to the next year you're getting qualifications based on how you did in the previous season, but there isn't anymore the old you do like 10-3, 12-3 4 times in a row at the GP, you get an invite through silver, for example. And that's not great. And then explain you how AMP works, which is the points. So they tell you a little bit in more detail how you can chain invites. World Championship, around 128 players, so it's not going to be the same as the old 24 people worlds, and you're still sharing a million, just like in the 2020 and in 2022. There should be another million. You get invites with the regional championship and of course the Pro Tour. I think it's top 8 Pro Tour goes into the Worlds. Digital Path. Okay, we have only talked about tabletop now, but that's also Digital Path. There's we've leaned on to premier events passes level. Magic Arena, you can Digital Paths through Magic Arena and Magic Online will both feed into the tabletop path. As the Digital Path, okay, Magic the Gathering Arena Qualifiers weekend will continue with some exciting twists, which doesn't say anything yet. Magic Online Showcase will continue, and they will feed into the World Championship directly. But yeah, mostly there's going to be PTQ. Magic Arena will include a new way to qualify for the qualifiers besides ladder play. So maybe through paper, you can like, I don't know, top of your PPTQ and you're qualified to the qualifier on Arena. The updated Magic Arena qualification path will start on April ladder. The digital path will have different eligibility requirements that will outline in April. Okay, so nothing yet, but will outline in April. Okay, so I'm already in 12 minutes. This is basically the announcement. Again, those are the regions. Store. So again, I'll give it a quick sum up. But again, this thing is very good for the sum up. No, sorry, this is it for the sum up. You go to your store. You win an invite to the championship. Then, I'm assuming based on the size on the championship, you get invites to the Pro Tour and also to the World. And to the Pro Tour, it's just this like super cool event that everybody wanted to qualify before. And it's now even more prestigious because there's just an extra spot. Alright, that's it for my announcement. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, thank you for watching.